which there's some parts of my family I don't admit to. And then, right?
A lot of rain down there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
huge
washed
issues.
out two of the main tracks down there by Ithaca.
Did it really?
I mean,
Yeah.
one of the main things got washed out, yeah, they were up,
You should have seen Chittenango
rebuild
Falls.
them all, yeah.
Vacation?
Wow.
You should, YouTube Chittenango Falls from the first.
Okay.
It looks like the world is going to end. I mean, and you know Chittenango Falls ain't a big falls. But,
It's roaring it in, huh?
oh yeah. Jay and Jeff are not coming?
No, he's out of town, he's got a family issue.
Okay.
He sent it to me today. Listen, no big deal. There's really not a lot on there.
No. I'm glad that I was able to get out of, work.
Yeah, that would have been a problem,
Yes,
because I found out today.
Yeah.
I found out this afternoon. So, yeah, it's
Really?
fine, no, it's fine, he's, you
Right.
know, got a family issue, and those things come up, I don't have a problem with it.
That happens.
No. And that, there's not a lot on there, it's, you know, it is, we're gonna spend most of the time sitting here listening.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Based on what I saw in my email anyways, yes.
it's all right. All right, you know, what, and rather than people pension, pension it all.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
I'll just wait for Mike, we're gonna get started, go through this, and then we're
Jeff's
gonna go,
not coming, right?
yep.
Yep, we were just informed. Thank you.
And then I wanna go into executive to talk about, what we were talking about for this list. Yep. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Do we have to do anything in regards to, is 6493 Ludon changing their building plan?
That's, I can't remember his last name. So,
You mean for the,
that's the gentleman we discussed at the last board
Second
meeting,
accessory
correct?
building.
So the update on that, is after the board meeting, we learned, well, Marty and I learned that he had questioned if he joins the, and connects the roof line, followed by the sill plate, would that still be considered as an accessory building, according to,
like a walkthrough?
right, yeah, essentially a breezeway.
Yeah.
That's basically what it boils down to. Ran it by, of course, Patty Maxwell, because she was here originally, but I also followed up with Mike, because he's a town attorney, and we determined that it was still considered an
Accessory building.
accessory building.
Yeah.
And so our determination and vote
Stands.
still stands. He was gonna go back, speak to his contractor, and see if he could attach it to the house, which would then just be a remodel and an addition to his house. And I said, from that point forward, the process starts
Which would
over
actually
again.
move it over a little too,
Correct.
by about
Almost
6 foot.
6 foot.
No, only about 3 feet.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
that
he was doing
a
this tiny breezeway?
Tiny breeze, it wasn't,
Oh, okay.
might not, I don't have it in front of me. It
Because the
wasn't big at all.
concrete walkway he's got there now is pretty wide.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you're right then.
But it would get
Either
off
way,
the property.
essentially he has to go back to Bill Ferguson. He has to
Right.
essentially start the process all back over. If it becomes an addition, then Bill handles that. If necessary, it comes back to the board. But that's the update on,
I forgot his name.
I can't
Coach
remember.
Soccer.
Yep, it's down there on the left-hand side, right before the right of way. But
Yeah.
that's,
Yep, and you
that's the
give me
update.
35 seconds and I will remember since he's my in-law's neighbor. Any news on the 10-wheeler, bud?
No, we got the prices from Western Star. Kenworth is working on prices, I haven't got them yet, so, but we have the prices on the dump boxes, and so we haven't really did no more. By the next meeting, though, I'm sure we'll.
Do the dump boxes don't come from?
No, they don't come with a dump truck, you get dump boxes from either Valley Fiber, Alloy Welding, or there's a place in Ohio, and there's other places, but. So the dump box is separate, but it comes with the same contract, you know, they're all under contract, so you don't have to bid them out, so,
Right.
which makes it nice.
Where the salters fit in? Or you gotta get a new
No,
one?
we don't put salters in the 10-wheelers, the 10-wheelers are trucks for hauling stone and sand and ditching. They tried that years ago with the one truck, well, actually, probably both of them, and they did not like them at all, because the problem is, all of our little dinky turns, like up on Chestnut Lane and stuff, it's hard enough to turn a little truck around up there, like a 10-wheeler, we never turn around.
Need to pay.
from today.
No, they were.
All right. Let's get, you guys mind if we get started, because we gotta go through some other stuff.
That's fine.
There's not any problems with minutes.
Not with you want me to take those?
Yeah, you can do
I just read from.
it. Any problems with the bills? Did you guys?
I'm going through, so far nothing.
Jason will take those.
I looked through the.
The rest are correspondence, which, the waste management, I gave to Jason, you know, and, that was that one I gave you today the copy of, I think.
Yes, yeah, it's at the
Yeah,
top,
it was
it's
in
at the top.
there.
Yeah.
Dollar and change or something?
They're just received and filed, Associated Towns for 2,000 to planning and zoning schools. Just received and filed, we gotta make those decisions, and we could talk about that in executive session too. Boston Emergency Squad appointment, I put it under correspondence because Mike,
Yeah, you know, I think what the emergency squad wants us to do is just notify the town that David Appa has been appointed as, or voted in as a member of the squad. That's all we have to do,
Okay.
just making it.
just so we can just received and filed it.
Just so that we make sure that the insurance is appropriate, is that one?
Well, that is really their,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer rec appointments. I'll take that for Tony. Use of facilities, Zach. We got, Don, you went through these, no conflictions with, Boston Recreation, obviously, there's no conflict. Hamburg Legion Baseball, Tim
They
Kirk,
worked it out.
okay, they worked it out.
Yeah.
Alright, Dan and Jackie Andrus, it's fine, okay. Public hearing. Just get to that.
I got that one under preliminary
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, I have
facility.
one for Brianna under
Yeah.
preliminary.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
wanna take that?
No, you can take it, I didn't wear my, I forgot my glasses. And I get used to wearing glasses, and I walked out of the house. So, yeah. Got that one.
Put the insurance papers in there,
Yep, I will make,
but I think she has to manage to perform. You know, it's an accord form.
for now, I'll just say that we have received insurance. Are we,
Jason, do you
Gonna
mind
suggest
reading, do you mind reading, I didn't bring my glasses, do you mind reading the public
Yeah,
hearing
no problem,
to open it?
no problem.
are we gonna suggest that anybody goes to the,
Well, we'll talk about that, I think we sent some people last year, so we'll talk about that.
we suggested certain people go,
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay, so Jason, you'll open the public hearing at 7:40,
Okay.
and then the rest is just a regular meeting. Bob, what do you got to go over?
Oh, our new parks trailer finally came in.
Oh, right.
Alright, we got our payment from Auctions International for the old truck that we sold, plus the old trailer that we sold. So, how do we go about taking that money, cause that goes into the revenues in the general fund. And we gotta take that money to pay for the trailer, and then the excess money that's left over from the sale of the trailer and the truck. And that go into the parks
Well, yeah,
equipment fund, or we need a couple of weed whackers and.
I think if we sold the parks trailer, that money goes back into the parks.
Well, it goes into the revenue from what I've
Right.
been told, but then you gotta, take it out of the revenue to pay for the
Transfer
trailer
it.
and the excess money that's left over.
Right.
If we could put it into the
Right.
equipment fund in the parks, however it's legally done.
Okay,
I'm not
so
really sure.
we wanna see about the revenue.
Right. I believe there's a voucher in
From.
there tonight for the new parks trailer, right?
I haven't come across it yet,
Wait,
but I
revenue
saw,
for
I saw it on yesterday.
Okay,
Revenue from the sale of the trailer and,
the whole parks truck.
they're both from the parks truck.
It's all one check for the whole sold.
Right. So it gets go back to the general, then we have to transfer it. to- Right. So, okay.
Really?
What else?
Other than that, I'm still working on getting prices for the dump truck, the 10-wheeler. And other than that, since the last meeting, we tarred and stoned quite a few roads. I don't know if you're lucky enough to live on a town road versus a county road, that you get some actual work done on your street, but, it really,
Came out nice.
it really turned out well.
Ours came out nice.
Yeah, they all turned out nice. going Homestead or James or John or
They came down and swept.
Dunn Road, Hun Road, Lango Road, Sunset Robin. We did, quite a few roads this
Yeah.
year and it turned out great.
Yeah, they came and swept ours, I think ours turned out great.
Yeah.
Signs still up there.
Yeah, well, we leave the signs up as,
Precaution.
you know what, there's a few loose stones and all it takes is somebody to fall or something, at least the signs are up there. We'll take them down later when we get it
Have you
back.
heard how long the state's been working on the bridge there, on the 219?
Well, I think they're almost done, they're on
Yeah,
the
it's
last
done.
section, all they gotta do is them joints.
They're blacktop, they're past the joints, they're just cutting out the blacktop.
Right.
Yeah, so they're pretty much, they'll be done probably by the end of the week.
Hopefully, I think so
Yeah.
too.
I'd
Okay,
really like it to be before I have to take a 30-foot RV up that road.
okay.
Other than that, I really don't have too much tonight.
Don, what do you have? Anything?
We're up and running.
Okay.
We're down.
Michael, you have anything before we
No, no.
got some discussing here to do?
Is Jake coming?
No. Vacation? Okay. Fireworks went great, no incidents, nobody got hurt,
That's good.
everybody enjoyed themselves.
Wonderful feedback.
You know, we had
Yeah,
great
super
feedback,
feedback.
you know, we were able to get the guy who owns Cold Stone Creamery came in.
So,
Yep, but he's donating part of the money back to the town to send a underprivileged kid to camp.
Center, trailer.
So that worked out well. Other than that, there hasn't really been anything going on. Bob's just doing his thing and Zach's working on a few drainages and we got some stuff to go over.
oh yeah,
Mike and I have talked a little bit about that last week, and we got some dates put aside, so.
Okay.
Right.
I did meet with the guy over on Thornwood, Mr. Bowen, with Mr. Mills. I met with him and did a walk through there for about an hour, but really part of the,
Dave Bowman.
yeah, the problem's really, needs to call Erie County Water and Erosion, which he's got an appointment with now. He CC'd me on it. And that date is,
What's going on over there?
he's having some flooding issues. And he's got a meeting July 12th between 10 and 11 a.m. Yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Bowen, with the, one thing I do have to report is the planning board did approve, and I think the planning board set up a memo to the town board approving the subdivision for Dana's project. So if I don't get through the hurdles, you know, it's
Okay.
for subdivision.
For his subdivision going?
Right,
Okay.
right, and so.
Preliminary approval, but.
Well, right, yeah, preliminary, and I think he has all his variances, so he's pretty much, the road, Bob's gonna take a look at the final specs on the road, I think.
Okay, I looked at them earlier and I think they were pretty good, but I'll take another look at them.
Okay, okay, and then he has to start applying for his permits for the sewer and everything else, but he does have subdivision approval. So that's gonna be moving along.
Okay, good, good. Nothing else, anybody? Okay, Mike, we're gonna have to go in, we're gonna talk about personnel, and I know we're gonna talk about, our meeting tonight. So I need you to stay for, talk about public hearing.
Okay, well, if she would say it'd be for purposes of litigation, and maybe we have a call
Right.
when it's time.
Okay, we can do that, that would be great. Yes, if you, she can wait right in my office.
Sure.
That's fine, that's fine.
Sure.
I think I'm in the process of getting certified by the DEC.
Okay,
I'm waiting for the training, and they did notify, I don't know if it was Monday or today, I can't even remember, that their site, everything's been down,
mhm,
and they apologize and they'll get back to you, whatever.
Okay.
They do have an email.
okay,
Would that be approval for issuing fishing
Being
permits?
an agent, issuing,
Okay, so
issuing agent.
if I understand, the DEC has to authorize you
I have to
and-
go through
and
the training,
license
take
you
a test, yeah.
to get permits to collect money to eat
Mhm.
fish, to catch fish that we can't eat. Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
okay, I just wanted to be sure. That's what we're at, okay.
all right.
That's one of my pet peeves.
Thank you. All right, anything else before we go into executive, guys?
No.
All right, make a motion, to go into executive session. Second. About personnel,
Personnel and litigation.
personnel and litigation. All in favor?